Hatchapu, Hatchapu, Heru Nefer, Heru Nefer. It's a beautiful day, day of the new moon. Glad to see you. Looking forward to getting it in with you today. We'll get to our adumbration in just a moment. All right, let's get in with our adumbration. It's such a pleasure to have you here with us today on this auspicious day that begins with a new moon. So that means we're starting into the Lunar New Year festivals that begin in many communities. It'll be this weekend and the next 3 weekends. So if you have an opportunity wherever you are, please take the time to get connected, see what it's like to explore New Year celebrations from a culture different from your own. And if you are like me, you can also spend some time learning about the New Year celebration of your culture in places where you came from, where your ancestors came from, so that you can get connected with those cultures as well. Once you know your own culture, it's always a pleasure to share with others and to learn and grow from that experience. That is one of the processes for why we have variation here on the planet, so that we can learn, grow, and expand in sharing with one another. And that's what we do here at the Kemetic KhASA Association. We're here to share with you our gifts, our talents, our skills. We're doing that with the Tai Chi Chuan and Qigong that we share here. Normally, you'd see me wearing a KhASA shirt. However, I do not have a KhASA sweatshirt. So what I'm doing today is rocking the gear from our sister martial arts association, which is the Raw Life Defense Urban School of Martial Arts, Sanukas Ryu Jiu-Jitsu, Professor Zahalia. And no, I'm not being compensated for this ad. I love the work. I love the way they do what they do. Love how they get down. You can get their stuff and their merch over on their pages. Check them out, Raw Life Defense on social media. Now that that's done, we're going to get to our adumbration. So we're going to start today, as usual, with our Shaashaa. Then we're going to get into the all-over body check-in. From there, we're going to do some Asar stance. After we get into Asar stance, we're going to do some Qigong. We're going to do a little different Qigong than we've done the past couple of days, but we will be still doing the Qigong that we have done so that you understand the ones that we explain. And today what I'll do is go through what happens. Say you feel a little cough, you feel like a cold is coming on. What should you do? All right. So we'll do that. And then, if you're having, breathing difficulty, you have some catarrh, you have some challenges in terms of opening up the nostrils, those sorts of things, we'll talk about how you get through that. We'll do that today. Then we'll get into the lunar cycle of the form. We'll get into the short form. You'll continue your homework of the 9 push-ups and the simple push-ups and holding the form for 25 seconds. Yeah, so we got everything in. I say we just go ahead, we get moving, and we get it in. We're also never going to forget the wisdom from the sages or the ages. We're always going to get that in. We want to promote literacy here. We want to really aid you. And not only we're promoting literacy, but we're promoting the concept that one culture, one community does not contain all the wisdom. And that only by sharing the pieces that we have, are we able to expand and get all that we need while we're here. So with that, let's get started. All right. And today we're going to start, we bow in, we say, to all the African, Indian, Asian, Chinese, Native American, Pacific Islander masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. Come on in, the feet parallel, shoulders width. Hands, shift the weight. We're gonna get into the all over body check-in, rotate the foot. And we go to the other side, other direction. Set it down. Wiggle the toes. Just the big toe. Second toe. All the way down to the pinky toe. Shift the weight. Rotate the toes again. Change direction. Put it down on the heel. Wiggle the toes. Just the big toe. Work your way down to the pinky toe. All right, balance that out. Drop those hands. Start with the shoulder. Let me take it to the front. And the other shoulder to the back. Remember, we want to get that full range of motion in the shoulder. Take it to the front. All right, now we're going to start with that left hand. Remember, our goal is full range of motion here. Now take it the other direction. All right, wiggle the fingers. One at a time. Switching hands. You feel every muscle making this work. The muscles of the forearm, the muscles that surround the metacarpals, the muscles in the hand, the back of the hand, the fingers. Change direction. Wiggle the fingers. And one at a time. And we're going to drop the hand. Now, we're going to work on the head, neck, and shoulders. Start left to right. Okay, looking left, taking the chin down and up. Looking right, the chin up and down. From the center, chin down and up. Head around in the circle. Continue. All right, so you got the head around, change direction. right, next in breath, we get right back to front and center. Excellent. Excellent. Shake it out. All right, so now we're going to go into Wu Chi position. Going to get into some Asar stance. So you're either going to step here into feet parallel. Hands are here in pyramid hands, or you're going to step a little wider and be here. So let's go. Make that step. 12 breaths. Pyramid hands. Skipping the weight to the right, sliding the left foot into Wu Chi position. Drop the hands and shake it out. All right. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Top position. 2 breaths. Palms facing forward, 2 breaths. Into the do-out position. Stepping back. Pivot. And the swinging arms. And let them swing. All right. Step on back. Here we go. Then we get to the lunar cycle of the form. Sinking down. Take it out. The lunar cycle of the form. Now we hit the short form. Sinking down. Take it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Have a seat. Additionally, I want you to work on your simple kneeling today. Today is like I said, it's an auspicious day. I've learned that one of my elders may have begun his journey to the West, and right before class started. And so until I get some additional information and check with family, I'm gonna hold his name. Suffice it to say, he was a man among men, and I will speak more on it by the next time we have our next session. What I will do is say, be sure to take this time and connect with the ancestors, connect with your loved ones. This is that time, this is that season. Set your intentions. Listen and utilize our practices to move with the cosmos. That being said, let's get to the wisdom from the sages of the ages. The essence of Tai Chi Chuan, literary tradition. It is said, first in the mind, then in the body. The abdomen relaxes, then the breath sinks into the bones. The spirit is relaxed, and the body calm. It is always in the mind. Being able to breathe properly leads to agility. The softest will then become the strongest. Teachings of Ptah Hotep. If you are a guard in the storehouse, stand or sit rather than leave your post and trespass into someone else's place. Follow this rule from the first. Never leave your post, even when fatigued. Keen is the face to one who enters announced, and spacious is the seat of one who has been asked to come in. The storehouse has fixed rules. All behavior is strictly by the rule. Only a god can penetrate the secure warehouse where the rules are followed, even by privileged persons. The Tao Te Ching from Lao Tzu, similarity and difference. The first-rate scholar on hearing Tao is diligent in practicing it. The second-rate scholar on hearing Tao wavers between faith and forgetfulness. The third-rate scholar on hearing Tao bursts into loud laughter. If not laughed at, it would not be Tao. Hence the following proverbs. One who understands Tao seems confounded by it. One who advances toward Tao seems retreating from it. One who follows plain Tao seems treading on rugged ground. Superior virtue appears to be hollow. Perfect purity appears to be tainted. Vast virtue appears to be inadequate. Solid virtue appears to be infirm. Genuine substance appears to be spurious. Vast space is devoid of corners. Great talent is late in maturing. A high note can be hardly heard. The great form has no sign. Tao is hidden and has no name, yet only Tao excels in contributing to achievement. With that, I want to thank you for your participation and the gift of your presence. A reminder for today's homework, it'll also be down there in the description. So you'll also want to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. I want to remind you that we're going to be homework this time is simple kneeling, both positions, simple push-ups. We're at 9, and we're going to hold for 25 seconds for the standard push-up starting position. We build up strength in the body. Want to make sure that everyone's able to get that in. All right. Remember, it's new moon. So get your practice in, set your intentions, write them down. Okay. And get out, and if there are events going on that fit your schedule for the next 3 weeks, get an opportunity to experience what Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year is about. And understand that they call it Chinese New Year, but there's also Buddhist New Year. So you got Thai Buddhists, different other Buddhist communities that also have a Lunar New Year celebration. It's a little different. Take some time and learn about the world that we live in and share. With that, let's bow out. We say to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. For all the African, Indian, Asian, Chinese, Native American, Pacific Islander masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher, Ashe. Recognizing the ancestors and paying homage to the eternal witnesses of the earth and sky, I bid you Hatep. Heru Nefer, Ankh Uja Seneb, Amen Re Nesut Necher, Aten Re Neb, and Ankh. Anuk, Sabain Po Kamut, Hem Necher, Shamsu Amen Ra, Im Karaneth Amen Ra, Sheni Hechtan, Nub Tai Ankh. That's a Poo, Heru Nefer.